not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Okay then, this is Top Gear Rally on the Game Boy Advance. I'm struggling to see what I'm doing. I stumbled on this one by chance. Well, I say stumbled on it, I've got it, I have had it for ages, but never played it before. But after the monstrosity that was Sega Rally that I played recently, I thought, well, let's see what this is like. I like rallying games on handhelds. I'm not really a massive fan of them on consoles, but I like V-Rally 3 on the GBA so much. I thought, well, let's see what this is like. And it's an interesting one. It's not perfect. There are things I don't like about it. You'll notice I'm playing it, whoops, badly, so you can see what it looks like in third-person view. I don't like playing racing games in third-person view, but this is another one of those. And this is a common thing with GBA racing games I've found. It's one of those where if you're in first person view, the other cars just look so completely tiny and you can't place yourself well on the track. And it's just easier to play in third person view. I'm not a fan of this view. It's less immersive than first person, but it's just easier to play the game that way. I'm not playing well here. I can play this one quite well. I did quite well at it earlier. So the things I find notable about this, graphically speaking, it's not as pretty as V-Rally 3. There's not as much variety as V-Rally 3. But the thing that stands out, it's got a really good draw distance and the frame rate is excellent. And if you remember when I was playing Sega Rally last week, the frame rate on that was absolutely bloody horrendous. You know, it was diabolical and it killed the game as far as I was concerned. That was just a really, really bad conversion of the game anyway. But the frame rate might actually be better than V-Rally 3. I'm not completely sure, but it is very good. And with that draw distance, okay, there isn't a lot of trackside detail, which is probably what's keeping the frame rate up. But the draw distance is one of the best I've seen on like a 3D racing game. Well, you don't really get a good draw distance on your Mode 7 type things either, but look, the distance that road goes out to is way, way better than an awful lot of games you could play on the GBA, racing games. And it impresses the hell out of me, and the movement of everything is just really smooth. The sound is kind of interesting. I heard someone, and I've forgotten who it was, talking about, it was a different game, but that clunking sound, that's the turbo. That is the turbo wastegate when you get off the gas. It opens up with a clunk and dumps all the turbo pressure. And it's also it actually is the popping of the exhaust, isn't it? But still, I think caused by the dumping of pressure from the turbo. Or maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a video game. It's just something they added. But you know, it happens on rally cars and high performance sporty cars and your Max Power Brigade in their souped up VW Golf. Or they wish they had one. They've got an old Renault 5 with a cherry bomb exhaust or something. I don't know. I'm making it up as I go along. I don't have a script. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, that was too slow. I can do better than that. But we're gonna keep going. That's a shame because I have Here we go, we're going into a city now, and this will demonstrate more ably what the graphics are like on here. And this reminds me of another game. And it isn't a car game. This reminds me of oh, now I get a bleeding memory block, mental blank thing. Wouldn't you just know it? Road Rash, that's the game I'm thinking of. This reminds me of one of the early circuits in Road Rash where you're racing through the city. The quality of the graphics and the draw distance and how smooth it is. It's like Road Rash on the 3DO. Which is where that game started out. I know people are like, oh yeah, PlayStation, or I think it's on the Saturn as well. But no, that game started on the 3DO. And I have it on the 3DO. I have a 3DO. There are not many reasons to own one, to be honest. There are not many great games on it. Road Rash being that it is on other handhelds, it's like, okay, it's a good one to have it on the 3DO if you've got one, but it's not a reason to get a 3DO. The reason to get a 3DO is the original Need for Speed, which, while you have a game called Need for Speed on the PS1, is not the same game. Which has nothing to do with this game that we're playing now. Oh, that's another weird thing. The voice... Yeah, right turn ahead, understood that. That, what? I think he said easy right. I think that was meant to be easy left, but it's definitely not what he said. Keep listening. Wait for another easy left. Oh, so we didn't get an... He says something really weird. That definitely is not easy left. We'll do a bit more, because I haven't lost yet. I mean, okay, I didn't do well. I came in fourth on one of those circuits, but they didn't kick me out of the game. Oh, they should kick me out of the game for that piss poor start. That was bad. What did he say then? It sounds like there's easy left. It's definitely not easy left. Oh, crap. Oh, more crap. Oh, God. This, I think, is going to be my last go. Because I'm in 8th. He sounds like he's got an Irish accent, I'm sure. Again, that was not easy left. Whatever he said, it was not easy left. Oops. I'm playing controlling the D-pad with my left index finger, which is not how you want to do this, because the GBA is blue tacked to the desk. And that's how I keep the thing still while I'm recording it. For those who wondered, though I think I told you in the last video, oh my god, look at this. It's like I drunk a bottle of Diamond White, or worse, White Lightning, and I'm trying to get home whilst also throwing up in the footwell. Oops. Yeah, don't drink Diamond White, and definitely don't drink and drive. Don't drink Diamond White and drive, and do not drink White Lightning and drive. Just don't drink it at all. It's awful, terrible stuff. If you drink White Lightning and then play this game, you'll think you're playing a PS5 game. No, that was shite. Be honest. Tell it like it is. I played badly, so you can see what it looks like. That is, I've forgotten. Top Gear Rally on the Game Boy Advance. It is really, it's impressive. Is it as good as V-Rally? Well, it's not as characterful, no two ways about it. But the frame rate is quite special, I think. It plays well. Overall, it's a very competent, generic rallying game. That's how I would describe it. It is generic, but it's very good at it. Okay, thank you for watching.
So I said, you can just stick that joystick right up your... Oh, hello. I'm Isambard Montague the Third, and you've been watching Steve Benway, Retro Gaming Collector. If you'd like to see more of his videos, click the subscribe button. And if you'd like to catch up with some of his 1,500 videos in his back catalogue, have a look through his playlists. Right, that'll be 50 quid.